You just said that it was like an impulse decision to where you
Yeah.
just pursued rapping. So
Yeah.
with that being said, were you always into rap, or did it just come up one day like, oh, I like this, I'm gonna go pursue this?
No, man, I didn't, man. I when I grew up, I was really into like West Coast thrash metal. Uh, it started off with Metallica. That was my gateway drug. Got into Megadeth, Slayer. Megadeth is still my favorite band. They're retiring with this last album. Then I really got into, and it just kept getting heavier and heavier and heavier. Death metal. I got into black metal. Almost joined the Church of Satan, and then and then like quickly became Christian. That was a whole
Oh
different story.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah, and then kept on with like the New York hardcore, like bands like Propane. I really like them. There's some other ones too. I'm not exactly sure where they're from. Madball. Uh, but then I got into hip hop. My friend got me into Insane Clown Posse when I was in El Paso, Texas.
Right.
And I was like, oh, okay. So I got some of that, going. And then my other friend, Peter, he had this like mixtape CD of like a whole bunch of different rap stuff. And we would listen to it when we would went to go look for UFOs at Roswell, you know?
Yeah, Roswell, New
And so,
Mexico. Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, so I wrote the name on the CD because it was blank. I wrote Thuggish Beats because I didn't know what it was. But then we started getting into it, man. Like Selly Cell and some other guys that got me into KRS-One. And then we discovered Immortal Technique together, like listening because we were into the conspiracy theories at the time too. And that's how it kind of happened. I think I had it was a song I heard. It was KRS-One, Zach from Rage Against the Machine, and I think Immortal Technique, all in one track, and that's how I kind of like branched out from there. And what I liked about hip hop was the stuff that I was listening to was so aggressive. It had some of the same spirit from like thrash metal and all that, you know.
right.
Yeah. So then like the Immortal Technique got me into Diabolic, and then I found cannabis later on. I knew some people that tried to get me into cannabis, when I went back to New York, and I was like, oh man, I don't do drugs. I'm not going to listen to that. I was freaking wrong, dude. I did not know what I was talking about. Clearly, cannabis is my favorite rapper of all time. Biggest influence on hip hop, like on my hip hop experience. So there's been many that let me in there, but cannabis kind of like took the reins when it came to like lyricism and stuff like that. And when I listen to a lot of other hip hop, like nowadays and stuff like that, I'm approaching it like the same way I would with metal, right? Because I listen to heavy metal and I understand the technicalities before that because I started playing guitar. I started playing drums. I know what's easy and what's not. And I'm like, listen to some other bands, and I'm like, man, what they're doing is easy. Like, I don't respect that. And now when I listen to certain hip hop, I'm like, man, that's easy. It's just rhyming like fifth grade level, dude. Dog, frog, for example. And I'm like, yeah, I just don't respect that. So I like the hardcore, East Coast style of hip hop, and then the West Coast kind of style of thrash metal.
Okay. Okay, I like that. So you said you're from Leavenworth County, Kansas City.
Yeah, right. That's where I'm at right now. It's outside of Kansas City.
So for the people who are unaware of where that's at or what it's like to be from there, could you kind of walk us through how rap maybe influences the area, or is there like a rap scene out there?
Yeah, man, there is. So Kansas City is like dominated by strange music.
Oh yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
yeah. Much respect to those guys. I can't rap that fast. I don't have the ability to like chop like that. Uh, it could probably come with practice, but I really like what I'm doing at this time, which is focusing on like hardcore rhymes and punchlines. And so anyway, over here in Leavenworth, Leavenworth is the oldest city in Kansas. I'm just south of that. So there's like, it's dilapidated, dude. It's dilapidated. Yeah, it's in the Midwest, but I mean, there's like the stuff that you would see people struggling with in ghettos is very close to what we have over here. Mixed race and everything like that. But like poverty, crime, drug addicts. We have like 5 prisons over here. Like this whole town is just like a prison town. And the fort's over here. but the fort has its own prisons, you know.
Right.
Um, but other than that, man, I mean, it's much more relaxed than New York. Everyone seems to be approachable, you know. A little bit of selfishness, you know, when people are running red lights and putting you and your family at risk.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, it's I'm in an area that's just very relaxed, and I'm very thankful for that. There's plenty of parking, which is what we talked about. You know, with the Subaru, we couldn't even park it. You know, outside of my house, there's nowhere to go. So I have to bought this car and paying $1,000, you know, a month, and I have to park it 2 blocks away.
Yeah, that's
But no
crazy.
longer have those kind of issues. But yeah, man, I mean, I don't really have anything bad to say. My wife isn't a big fan just because the whole neighborhood goes to bed at 8 o'clock at night. I'm part of that neighborhood, dude. I'm out. I'm up early, go to the gym, you know, and get the day started.